pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So Rutgers offense will get the first swing of the game. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce?
There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Scarlet Knights will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Plucks it out of the air, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will have its first possession of the game. And the Badgers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Hands it off. Turning it on. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on fourth down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires it incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
He's got his man, makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So going for it on 4th down is one thing. Quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get their quarterback on the perimeter or give him a run-pass option, but not this offense. They believe in their guys up front to get down in a three-point stance and drive off the ball.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. No, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. This offense just wearing this defense down. 11th play of the drive coming. Snap in the shotgun. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Badgers! You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. At the 35, he's loose. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He'll work his way down to the 28th. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on first down from the 28. To the air on first down. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Offense gets set for second down. Just keep slinging it. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Hayes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
The Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on second down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab down the left side. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
To the air on second down. Makes the grab on the left. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Florida has the lead right now, but those Gator Chomps haven't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Alabama. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Hayes. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
Man, there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. Finding that guy that can be a complement to the run game, that's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They feed him again. Can't get him to the ground. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They march 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could...
Wide open spaces. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the Scarlet Knights in the hurry-up.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Badgers getting that pass rush from the second level, like they did with a T.J. Watt or his brother who played up front who transferred from Central Michigan.
They've had a long list of guys, and it's funny, they all kind of look the same. You know, athletic, smart guys that are tough guys, but one...
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
From the gun, running back on the move. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He leaves it with the back. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll run it again. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Badgers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. On target over the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got his man on the right. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Badgers! A great catch and run for 6. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off.
Pulls in the deep ball. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Cobb. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
There's not a quarterback in college football that's not going to be successful with that much time to throw the football. And I think, Reese, I think I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next room, and he doesn't sound happy. No words that we could use on this broadcast.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And he's going to bring this one out. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Throws to the back. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quarterback adapting. Slithers into space. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. There he goes. Touchdown, Badgers. And the pummeling has started. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. The Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Fires to the big fella. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Yeah, and I love the big tight ends because they got those big catch radius. You can throw it anywhere near them, and they're going to catch it. And break tackles, the big physicality after the run, getting some extra yards when it wasn't there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And the Scarlet Knights had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him.
325.
Looking to throw on third and goal. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. Next going for the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Under fire. And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The power football with the run. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, give on the inside. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes to the right. Inside the touchdown, Wisconsin. And the stomping has commenced. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They'll run the read option to the left to start the drive. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Line getting set on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the running back. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
The play action fake. Finds his tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll try to sneak it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll run it from the gun. Find some fresh air. Turning it on. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Badgers! With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up in... field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Leaves it with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Leaves it with the back. Looking for room at the 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. A productive play is one that it gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. And the Scarlet Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense got it. He's at touchdown, Wisconsin. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Ready? The give to the tailback. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
It's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand. So long.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us, because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They want that clock to run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Here we go, here we go. Trying to get it to the marker. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some 1st downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.